Have you ever realized how code can impact a lot of what we do in our world? Code can come in many different ways, in numbers, in shapes, but many times it's so confusing that we're not able to figure out what to do. Hopefully, Athens Technical College has the answer. One project Athens Technical College would like to do is to help you find the code. The code is Commitment to Outstanding Distance Education. I want to tell you a little bit more about it. Athens Technical College is accredited by the Southern Association of Colleges and School Commission on Colleges. And part of that accreditation is a reaffirmation process. And Athens Technical College will host an on-site visit in October in a couple weeks that will help us identify a quality enhancement plan, or a QEP. Athens has chosen code for our subject for the QEP. One of the reasons is that this project helps us with identifying our mission and achieving our mission, which is that Athens Technical College provides educational programs and services through traditional and distance education methods. It is also part of our vision statement, where we want to advance educationally and remain competitive in an ever-changing world. Athens decided to take on what we needed to do in terms of identifying our project. We looked at many different things, such as a survey results from the Community College Survey of Student Engagement. That survey was conducted with students over several years. And then we also looked at an individual survey of Athens Tech faculty, staff, students, community leaders, stakeholders, and our board of directors. When that information was all collected and looked at extensively, we found out that there were really 3 areas that could be a possibility for this project. One was looking at online and hybrid courses and preparing students to navigate online courses for student success. Another project option was academic advising and planning, and the third was career exploration. We went through a proposal process, and after review from the leadership team at Athens Tech, a proposal was accepted, and it was authored by Missy Lockhart, Director of Online Learning and eCampus. Her proposal was entitled Using Instructional Design Best Practices in Distance Education Courses and Providing Students to Navigate These Courses for Student Success. This is what became our QEP topic. One, we wanted to transform the online learning environment. We wanted to hone students' technological skills. We looked at making sure that educational experiences of our students would be able to be improved, and we would help those students become more competitive in an increasing digital world. So we developed the code, and the code for student success. Code stands for Commitment for Outstanding Distance Education. Commitment, everyone is dedicated. Our purpose is student success. Outstanding, we're going to use a really great benchmarking tool through a product called Quality Matters. Distance education, we mean all online courses or courses that have portion of an online component. And then education, obviously, is our continuous process. Not just about finishing a degree, but applying things into real life and applying skills. So the QEP, the code, has 2 specific goals. One, to increase student success and improve learning in online and blended courses, and to implement course design and organization best practices, and that's specifically for faculty. 2 objectives, really student success objectives and then faculty success objectives. Some of these were, the first student is to have an improved online orientation through our Blackboard system, to look at redesigned courses to hopefully have a high course completion rate. We wanted to have higher grades in those courses and overall improved learning experience. Faculty would be able to help take their courses and look at best practices using Quality Matters. They'll be trained and do different phases of training to improve all of their courses in our online teaching strategies. So the code has 4 interventions. One is redesigning the learning orientation for students, and then faculty, number 2, faculty training in the course design. Number 3, redesigning course master shells, and number 4, teaching courses after that design. The redesigning of the orientation will be important because we'll introduce standards for courses so that any student that goes to any online course or any hybrid course will see the same content and the same standard table. In terms of part 2, faculty training, we're going to have 6 cohorts of trainings where there would be many months worth of phase 1 and phase 2 instruction. And anything that relates to Blackboard, it could be basic certification through Quality Matters and going up even to advanced certification. Then, once we get the training accomplished, it will be redesigning the master course shells actually that we have and making all of our courses using those standards that were in the training. Part 3 is teaching those courses. So rolling those courses out to students will hopefully provide them with the best educational opportunity for those courses. We hope to have all of our Quality Matters courses redesigned by fall semester 2025, specifically for the pilot cohort. This is a general timeline. As you can see, it's pretty advanced into that the Quality Enhancement Plan, or the QEP, is a 5-year project. So we are looking at different phases between starting this year to the next year and the following 2 years. Part of a quality enhancement plan, it's important that we evaluate whether we're doing what we said we're going to do and if it's effective. So there is a very robust assessment plan, which we're looking at all types of information to help us improve success for students in online learning. Here are just a few methods that we'll be using. We'll be looking at course withdrawal data, grade distribution, we'll be doing surveys with students, we'll be looking at student learning outcomes, checklist of completion of our rubrics, Quality Matters, training evaluations, and obviously faculty input through a questionnaire. One of the important things is that the college needs to support the QEP, and supporting the code has been tremendous. We have physical resources committed for 5 years. There has been named a QEP director and a committee structure that will help implement the QEP. We have hired a new instructional designer. We have many plans for professional development for faculty, as well as resources for Quality Matters resources and a subscription. So what is your role in this QEP? All we want you to know is, what is a QEP? Remember, it's Quality Enhancement Plan, and simply said, it is a plan to enhance quality at Athens Tech. What are we going to do? We're participating in the code, the commitment on outstanding distance education. And why is the need for the code? So that we can have the best successful students in their courses, that they will know the code and will say, I know what that means, and it will help me be more successful in my courses. We want everybody to learn the code, apply the code, and eventually master the code. So, just an overview of the Quality Enhancement Plan. The QEP is at Athens Technical College's commitment to outstanding distance education for student success will affect all students through focused course redesign and implementation efforts. All courses at Athens Tech, regardless of course type, will have required online component using Blackboard, which is our software, to communicate an important course expectations, documents, and grades. All students will benefit from the familiarization with using Blackboard, the course structure, and course design. We are very excited about our QEP, and we can't wait to share with you more about the code. Thank you.